Yeah, I'll switch over with you. You're good to switch if you want to. Welcome back here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's first game matchup here between the Scranton Stranglers and the White Elephants. Right here after the first puck drop with 19:30 to go on the clock. It's a battle of the two teams sitting with 2 wins currently in the standings. The Scranton Stranglers currently with a 2-1 record. Right behind them are the White Elephants. They have 2 wins and 3 losses through 5 games played. One of the most amounts of games a team has played so far in this upper season, solely because all the snow that we had canceling about 1 week's worth of play, followed by the Super Bowl canceling a night of games. And we are back here for right in the middle half of the season, cut right out in front was the Stranglers. It's going to come right back out to the right half side of your screen for Herrera. Up top, has 4 goals on the season, fires a shot on Gumfret, able to play that up to the far side corner. App spinning around, gonna leave it back. Ooh. Collision center ice, Herrera goes down, gonna be picked up from down low, cut up in front, Bullock to the far side, centering feed from the Stranglers goes wide, gonna come down low, gonna be picked up from the Elephants, able to get a centering feed over to Hutchins, has 3 goals, 2 assists on the season, fires a shot on, gets blocked out in front from Apt. To the far side corner, still with it was the Elephants as they fire it right through the slot down low, Church able to keep it in at the point. Back down low behind the net, man chasing out in front, and the puck's just sitting in front of the netminder of Gumfret. Up to the far side, still trying to clear it out as it's in at the blue line for a second. Down low for Bullock, gets a centering feed as it comes in on sides, but Church able to get a stick on it as it's going to be sent back the other way. And the feed of 1 comes 27 of Shogun. Has 1 point so far in the season, that's 1 assist. This looks solid throughout the season. Still yet to get a goal here through game number 5. Shot from Hutchins goes wide, has Shogun up top, going to be played off from a Strangler as the puck's still in at the blue line. Shogun going to ring it around down low, going to be picked up from Hutchins. Riccardi nearly able to keep it in at the point as it's going to come out the other way for Bullock. To the blue line, long shot! And a glove save from Charles Hawk, the netminder tonight for the White Elephants. Coming in tonight with an .877 save percentage, giving up 4.2 goals per average. On the other side, it's going to... That is not Gumfret. That is Nick Rowe. Okay. Apologies there, that is Nick Rowe in net for the Stranglers. .881 save percentage and a 4-goal against average. As that shot's going to go wide of the net and be played back low of Hawk. Puck right out in front is going to be covered up with 15:57 to go in the first. An offensive zone draw coming up here for the Stranglers. Puck dropped, able to win it back as Herrera is nearly able to tip it forward to himself as here he goes. Going to be a 1-on-1 up against 9 of Copa. Still with a rebound shot from Fu goes wide. That's going to be kept in up top. Centering feed nearly had a chance from Shogun as it's going to come out for a Strangler up top. Battling at it up the far side board. Strangler's able to come away with it. Has Copa down low but couldn't hold on to it as that goes through the skates of Tim Hawk. Taking it behind his net, being pressured from Copa. Throws it up top for Herrera. Leaves it for Vu. Being pressured by Jumpa. Nearly a turnover there from Hawk. Down low with it. Jumpa. Drops it back to the point. Winds up, fires. Ends up whiffing on a pass up top. Turned over from Vu, but kept in at the point. Hutchins away with it. To the blue line, still with it. Gonna drop it back and turn it over. Here's a chance out from the Stranglers. Seeks her on one. Try to get around Herrera. End up over skating it as here comes Apt. Trying to leave it down low for Jones. Hocevar up top to the blue line. Just in on sides as Jones had to wait to retouch back in on sides. A long shot there is going to be gloved down from Hawk. Shots on goal tied up at 3. 14-14 to go here in the first period. Line change coming up here for the Elephants. 4 men on the bench. Apologies, 5 men on the bench for them. As for the Stranglers, they look to have a much fuller of a bench. Gonna be Jumpa set to take the draw. Able to get this one back to the point. Fired, tipped, goes right out in front and gloved down into the corner. As that was nearly a great scoring chance there from the Stranglers. Jones right out in front, shot! Save made by Hawk. And remain the same 2 lines out here. 13:30 to go in the first. Jump is set to take the drop. Able to win this one back. Trying to get it out to the point. Nearly turned over, and here it comes. Pass down low. Able to get it over to Hutchins. Or apologies, as that was Shogun, as it's going to be turned over the other way. Breakaway and all alone. Here's a chance. Forehand, a backhand. Not able to get a shot off. Jumpa gets a centering feed. Shot went wide. As it's going to come right back up. Loose in the slot. Sharp angle shot goes off the side of the net. Going to be picked up from the Elephants down low. Cross checked into the board. There's going to be a delayed call. Going to be picked up from Jones, and Eric Church is not happy about it. That is the second penalty, or at least should have been penalty here against Eric Church. The one most noticeable that I can remember, that would have been Vince Sedicassi a couple weeks ago. Got a high stick up top. That was unfortunately not called. But as of here, the Stranglers are going to go a man down for cross-checking. Yeah, close enough. I was making sure my mic was still on. Penalty here, assessed for the Stranglers, gives a power play opportunity here for the White Elephants. As the Stranglers are able to fire this one down, linked to the ice. Turned over, here's a chance, in on sides. Fires a shot, save made by Hawk. Goes a lot of valuable time here on the power play. Instead of playing this one down into the corner, as it's going to be back out for the top line for the Elephants. Taking the drop here is going to be Josh Herrera going up against, I believe that's going to be 6 of Kevin Gerbrandt. Puck's dropped, Herrera able to get it forward up to the far side, trying to get it over for Vu just out of his reach. So he'll have to turn it around and slow things down. Vu to the blue line, under a minute to go on the power play. As a long shot's going to be gloved down from Nick Rowe. We'll hold on to this one and freeze it with 11:30 to go in the period and 46 seconds to go on the penalty. Puck's drop comes out for Hawk. Holding, fires, tipped right out in front. Another glove save here from Rowe. Keeps this thing scoreless now with 11:10 to go in the first. Still 20 seconds to go on the penalty. I believe that was a cross-checking penalty. Puck drop comes down low. Shogun trying to fire one off from a sharp angle. Going to be pinched off from Bullock. Up to the far side, Hawk holding it in from the circles. Fires one on, trying to fire a backhand pass down low at the goal line. Instead, it's going to come out as we're sitting 5-on-5, or at least should be. That's all of about 5 seconds not coming out onto the ice. And be picked up from Vu down low in the near side corner. Throwing it up top. That penalty was on number 10 of Sam Jones. As it's going to come up top for the Stranglers. Try to pass it down low. Lost in his feet as it's going to come out for the Elephants. That's going to be kept in from Copa. Down low in the near side corner. Has Bullock chasing right out in front. Had a chance. Got sent wide. Vu looking to clear it out. And will down low to the ice it goes. Will not be an icing. As it's getting a little bit chippy here. About halfway gone through the first period. Shots on goal in favor of the Stranglers. 7-6. Shed back out the center ice, able to get it through the feet of Hutchins, but couldn't hold on to it as it's going to be Eric Church to the far side corner. Ships it down low, but just a tad too far as it's now out for Shogun. Waiting for reinforcements, has Horn going right out in front. Centers, not able to get a shot off as it was blocked out in front from Apt. And cleared down to the ice, and that's going to go far enough for an icing. 9:20 to go here in the first. Game number 2 tonight, that's going to be between the Camel City Mafia and the Cavemen. That's set for, I believe, 10 o'clock tonight. 10:30. Okay, 10:30 that is, apologies. Comes down low for Jumpa to the blue line. He has 1 goal, 2 assists all the season. Tripped up and crashes in to the goal, and down he is. Slow to get up, but getting up nonetheless. Didn't see an original penalty call on that. And there's going to be, against the White Elephants, a tripping call. $19 for a trip. That's going to go up against Mark Riccardi. So we're even on penalties so far through this one. The first one going to the Strangler, Sam Jones. That was a 2-minute for cross-checking. Now a 2-minute for tripping on Mark Riccardi. That's the captain of the Elephants. Puck drop Jumper staying in with the draw. Shot gets blocked out in front. As here's a chance for the power play for the Stranglers. Shogun's going to take it the other way. Has a man down low. Hutchins has it. Shot it just wide. Shogun got tripped up. No call from Jumpa. As here comes the Stranglers right to left here in this first period. Able to get around Church. Fires a shot on. Goes wide. As the man goes back into the net. And that was a White Elephant into his own net. Hosevar calling for it. Drop down low. Gerbrandt trying to get it back over for Hosevar just out of his reach. It's Vulik to clear it down link to the ice. Picked up from the Stranglers. Going to be a 3-on-3 as they hit the blue line. Able to decre on one. Still with it. And the point calling for it, but turned over. Church looking to clear it out. And able to get it down the length of the ice. Mulhorn going out in replace of Horn. Down low, able to get a skate to it, dropping it down low in stride. Here comes Gerbrandt. Up top, tripped up, no call. Centers tipped, went wide. Kept in down low. Wilson. Up top, and pressure now with Herrera. Able to take around the far side corner, trying to clear it out. Kept in at the point, fires one back in, tipped. Went wide from the slot. Cleared out in front once again. As Edwin was trying to throw one on. Gerbrandt opened the slot out to the point. Trying to just tip one down low. Goes right into the 5-hole and cleared it back behind the net. As White Elephants work to work it down low. Turned over. Kept in. Gerbrandt fires the centering feed. Trying to get it over to the slot, but couldn't hold on to it. Tip to the feet. Still loose in the feet of Mulhorn. Backhanding it out. Up through center ice. There goes the penalty. Back to 5-on-5. A successful clear here from the Elephants on the 2-minute tripping call to Mark Riccardi. The Stranglers behind their own net, trying to work it down for Bullock. Bullock to the blue line. To left circle, fires a shot. Blockered off the shin pad right out in front. App trying to keep it in. Calling for it up top. Able to get it to him. 2-on-1. Shogun trying to drop it back. As a feed's going to go off a shin pad at the blue line. And here comes an opportunity for the Stranglers. 1-on-1 against Hawk. Fires one on. Sent wide from Bullock. Comes down low for Hutchins. Waiting for reinforcements. Has Herrera to his right. Hutchins down low. Fires a shot on glove. Save from Rowe. 5:20 to go here in the first. Shots and goal still fairly close. 9-8 in favor of the Stranglers. 2 full line changes coming up here in the first period. With 5:07 to go in the first period. It's going to be Gerben's line up against Shogun. Waiting for one more Strangler to make his way to the ice. As here we go. Shot from Jones went wide. Apologies, Church went wide. Down low to the corner. Trying to get a center feed. Finds Hutchins. Holds. Shots. Blocked out in front from App. Never made it to the net. Rebound opportunity. Got a right pad of Rowe as it's going to come down low. App trying to get a centering feed over to Jones, but couldn't hold on to it. Has 2 men crashing the net. Jones in a battle with Hawk. Hawk able to take it away. And leave it for the man down low. Not able to get a stick to it, so that's going to go down length of the ice for an icing. 4:10 to go in the first. Puck's drop, quick shot. It's going to go right into the crest of Hawk. Keeps this one out as we have a scoreless game still with shots on goal tied up at 10 apiece. Looks to still be Gerbrandt's line out here for the Stranglers. Gerbrandt with it, backhanded shot. Just got a piece of the iron and bounced out. Captain at the point, still with it. Only for a second here as the Elephants are able to take it back left to right. Got it to the offensive blue line, and the Stranglers are able to strip it away as here comes Nina Copa. Has no goals on the season, still going to get his first. As it's going to come right open into the slot, trying to just poke it home. Goes off his skate and down off the near side half boards and cleared down to the ice. Going to be picked up in front of the net of Rowe. As it's going to come down low, blocked off of Shogun. And Riccardi's not able to hold on to it. Or get a piece of it, that is. And an icing call here. 2:45 to go in the first. Down low, here's a chance now, Jumpa. 1-on-1 against Church, Jumpa with it, hold shot, sends it high. Jumpa had a chance to get goal number 3 of the season. As that puck went up and out of play. Jumpa last year led the league in points. This year, he's probably near or below the 50 percentile. Some of the other ones up near the top. Well, starting out here for the Stranglers, Bullock has 6 goals on the season for 6 points. JD Apt has 5 points, a goal and 4 assists. As for the Elephants, they have Jared Melanchuk, 9 goals and 4 assists for 13 points. As for Melanchuk, I have not seen him here on the ice yet tonight. One of the big reasons we still sit scoreless through the first 18 minutes of play. Hutchins looking to get his centering feed over the Herrera. Had a chance from Shogun up top, but couldn't get it in the back of the net. Here's Herrera. Backhanded feed, trying to get it over for Hutchins, but couldn't get a shot off. Mulhorn keeps it in. Deeks around Horn. Mulhorn still with it. Fires a shot on. Blocked off the upper half of Apt. As here comes a chance for the Stranglers. Back the other way, one-on-one against Hawk. Being pressured by Hutchins. Shot gets blocked out in front. Rebound goes in front of the net with under a minute to go. To the far side point. Shot blocked from Hawk. Rebound got sent high over the back of the net. Comes down low and Apt couldn't hold it in with an icing call here. 35 seconds to go in the frame. Gonna have a quick drop here, about 15 seconds to go on the clock. Jumper trying to work it off to the right. Had a chance from Moxley, but couldn't get a shot off. Dinks round one, still has a little bit of time here. 5 seconds to go. Trying to get a centering feed clear to the corner. 2-1 goes right out in front. Couldn't get a shot off. And that will do it here for the first period. Still scoreless after one. Coming here into the start of the second period. Still a scoreless game here. A quick shot right off the opening face-off here. The period's going to be stopped up from Charles Hawk. As we have about two netminders here with very similar numbers here through about the first one for 3 games, the other for 5 games. As for Nick Rowe, 881 save percentage. On the other side for Hawk, 877. That's a 0.004% difference. Up to the far side, Bullock spinning around still with it. Has a lot of room out in front of the net. Centers it, goes off a body out in front. May play it into the corner. Backhanded shot, gloved from the netminder. Rebound. I thought I seen it bounce off the back part of the net. I believe it more than likely was part of a stick, as that's going to stay out and into the glove of Charles Hawk. One of the best opportunities we've seen so far the night, minus the one right at the end of the first period. Kerbrant able to get this one back to the point. Kept in for a second. Herrera working at it alongside Horn, trying to clear it out. Kept in, down low. Kerbrant taking it down low to the goal line as Horn's able to take it over. Horn cleared it up to the far side, but not able to clear it out. Stranglers gonna ring it around back down low. Have some time down low in the near side corner for Copa. Try to drop it back in the feet of Hosevar, still with it, back to Copa. To the point, Bullock able to keep it in. Bullock chasing after, going up top, now battling against Horn. Kicks it forward to himself, but just a tad too far as Church is working to clear it out. Puck still loose up on the far side. Bullock centers, here's a chance. Not able to lift it as Hawks diving out to his right to keep that one out. 17:48 to go in the period. Shots on goal here still fairly close here. 16-11, still in favor of the Stranglers. And for those wondering, yes, we are on the other side of the ice here tonight. Back on our home side, top at 2:05. The ACCHL broadcast crew has left their stuff up from last weekend, as they'll have another weekend of play here between the ACC tournament and an SCC tournament. Games will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. First matchup of the series, that's going to be on Thursday night at 7:30. It's going to be between Alabama and South Carolina. Rebound, scores! Right out in front. Stranglers are able to bring this one home. Getting his first goal of the season is Ab Boxley, able to take home the rebound and break the scoreless tie here through period number 1. Up top, battling at it with it is Hale. Gonna bring it down low to the corner. Hutchins with it. Try to get it to the point of Hawk, as here comes Hosevar. Apologies, as that was Boxley just off sides. All the way up top was Nielsen. Looking to get a quick insurance goal here at the 16-minute mark of the second period. Headwind and jump is line out here for the Stranglers. Puck shot, Jumpa trying to win it forward. Has it for a short moment as Mulhorn's able to take it back. As here comes Mulhorn. He has 3 goals on the season. Works it up top. Fires a shot. Got sent wide. As Mulhorn back down low. Captain at the point for the time being. Hale fires one on. That's going to be stopped up from Rowe. Keeps this one out. Thought about playing it instead. He'll freeze it. 15:27 to go in the period. Line change up coming here for the Elephants. Herrera set to take the drop against Jumpa. Jump able to win it back. Jump it down low. Try and get it over for Hale. Hawk fires it on. Tipped. And a save made by Rowe as Herrera's looking to get a tip right open from the slot. Cleared down link to the ice as we're going to have another icing call here. 14:50 to go in the period. Coming in next week, I might have an on-screen graphic for the amount of icings we have in a single game. Puck's dropped right out in front. Can be taken away from a Strangler and played off the near side half boards. Edwin works it forward, turned over. Here comes Riccardi. Try to get it back over for Riccardi as it's going to be attempted to be dropped in low as it's going to find its way back out to the point. Jump in the near side corner, battling at it with Herrera. Up top, Horn with it. And the skates of 2 able to come away with it, so Stranglers turned over. Vu with it. From the right side, fires it on. Pad save made by Rowe as it's going to come down low for Jumpa. To the blue line, having to beat Riccardi. Sharp angle shot from the far side, trying to get a rebound. As it's going to come out for Herrera. Battling at it. Appears to be Jones. To the blue line. Fires a shot on, went wide. Comes down low. Vu able to keep it in. Backhanded feed comes back over for Vu. Rebound goes up into the netting and out of play. 13:35 to go in the period. Comes down low. Riccardi, that is, fires one on. As it's going to go up top. Stranglers to the blue line. Bullock with it. Coming in hard from the right circle. Trying to cut out in front. Centers. Here's a chance. Gerber fires one on. Save made by Hawk. Able to close up the 5-hole and shove his glove right on top of it. Keeps it a 1-0 game, 12:45 to go in the second. This is one of the most back and forth games we've had so far in the season. Having 1 or 2 shots on Hawk and having 1 or 2 shots on Rowe. Comes down low, trying to work it forward. Hocevar keeps it in to the far side of Apt. Shot tipped, sent wide. Has a chance down low, not able to lift it. A glove save by Hawk keeps this one a 1-0 game. As we're going to have another offensive face-off here for the Stranglers. Gerbert's line is going to remain out here for the Stranglers. Comes down low to the point. Hocevar trying to fire a quick one on. Bullock to the far side point. Fires one high, and another glove save here from Hawk. Flashing the leather through a period and a half of play. Puck's dropped to the far side. White Elephants trying to work it out of the zone for the first time in about a minute. Glove down, tip goes right off the side of Hawk. Bullock with it. Fires, save. No rebounds given up here. We'll see if we get a line change here from either side. And the defense here for the Elephants has got to be tired after 3 very quick puck drops in about the last minute and a half. Once again, 1 forward as the Elephants are trying to clear it out and can't. Captain Shogun able to clear it down. Centers. Here's a chance for Hutchins up to the far side, battling one, but couldn't get a shot off. Stranglers behind their own net, trying to fire a cross-ice feed, as Shogun's able to keep the turnover in the offensive zone for the Elephants. Shogun with it, able to get down one, but couldn't hold on to it. Kept in, fires a shot on, got sent wide. Hutchins trying to bury one home as the puck's still loose in the far side corner. It was stuck up in his skates. Hutchins not able in the puck battles. It's going to come down low for Church. Church going to ring it back down low. Going to be turned over from the Stranglers, but not out. Tripped up, and there's going to be a call here. I believe it's against Hocevar, as it's right out in front and now cleared. As I believe that is against Hocevar. A tripping call once again. Second tripping call of the night. Going to come in at the 10:06 mark. As we're going to have another power play opportunity here for the Elephants. It's 0 for 1 so far in the night. As for the Stranglers, they sit 0 for 1 as well. It's going to be Herrera's line out. Trying to win it back. Comes down low for the Stranglers. Looking to clear it out, and they will. Down to the ice it goes. Pass down low from Hawk. Turned over and cleared. All for the time being, as here comes Mulhorn. Trying to chip it back up to the far side, and down to the ice it goes. On net of Hawk, who'll have to play it. Far side to Horn. Horn ends up losing it to Copa. And cleared down the ice. Through the first 30 seconds of this power play, they've had no offensive zone time. That being the Elephants. Copa spinning around from his man. Gonna dump it back in once again. 45 seconds of no zone time here for the Elephants. What a great penalty kill so far from the Stranglers. Trying to slow things down. Turned over. Bringer just gonna hold on to it and drop it back to Copa. Lines up, fires. Goes on net. Have to make a save with 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. Turned over, but ends up catching an edge and falling over. Down low for Herrera with 40 seconds to go. Up top to the blue line, has Horn to his left. Deeks, centers, trying to get it over for Horn. As now it's going to be a 2-on-1 back the other way. To the blue line. Holds, fires one on. Pass save, rebound, scores! That's the way to Hughes' noggin. Somehow finds a way to bounce this one into the back of the net as the Stranglers take a 2-0 lead. A short-handed goal Do you know who that was? I have no idea. As we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. That short-handed goal was a huge insurance goal here for the Stranglers. Although the Elephants have yet to score, and they've had some grade A opportunities against Nick Rowe as he's been lights out so far over half of this one. Cleared up off the far side half boards. Church not able to hold on to it. Gonna be a foot race back the other way. Riccardi able to chip it up to the far side half boards. As the Elephants work it forward. Hutchins has it. Able to get it around Apt. Down low, Hale with it. Near side corner trying to get a centering feed for Hutchins, but couldn't get a shot off. Down low, here comes Jumpa. Has space. 1-on-1 against Church. Diving effort, shot! Hits the crossbar and stays out. Jumpa cannot catch a break this season. Hocevar with a shot goes wide. Trying to get a tip in from Apt. Up to the far side to the blue line. Here's a chance for the Elephants, but once again could not get a shot off. Apt with a turnover, taking it back behind his own net. Being bothered by Church. Turned over Shogun. Shogun trying to get a centering feed. Has Church right out in front. Still with plenty of time. Riccardi wanting it. Shot gets blocked from Apt. Over to Riccardi trying to get it back over to Shogun. Centering feed. Can't get it there. Here comes Jumper once again, just like he did a second ago. Shot. Save. Rebound. Not able to get a second shot off. Up top, Jones keeps it in. A little bit of a questionable call there as it's going to go up to the far side boards. To the point, Apt keeps it in. Off the skates of 1, 6:09 to go. Elephant still not able to clear it. Shot goes on net. Can be covered up from Hawk. He'll keep it frozen. 6 flat to go in the second. Shots on goal have now doubled in favor of Scranton as it's 29-14. They do have it covered. I'm assuming for the ACC, even though it's on TV. It might be from Thunderbirds practice too, I'm not sure. Since that, because of that fighting incident. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Right out in front, Elephants trying to take it away. 5:13 to go. Trying to get a centering feed over for Vu. Can be picked up from Scranton. Up to the far side. They have a little bit of speed as they take it up to the far side. Drops it down low. Fires a shot on from Pilhorn. And a glove save from Hawk. Keeps this one out with under 5 to go in the second period. Garbrandt back in a shot from Food, just went wide. Rebound. That's going to be putting right into the 5 hole of Hawk. Keeps this one out. With 4:30 to go. Shots on goal. Still climbing here for Scranton. 33-14. Offensive zone faceoff here for the Stranglers. Comes down low for Hawk. Trying to get it over for Vu and can't clear it out. Now it is. Herrera ended up taking a bad hit up on the near side half boards. Whistle has not been blown dead. Either we missed a whistle or there was none. And that would have been for the injured Herrera after taking a stick, like the butt end of the stick, up into his ribcage or upper abdomen, it appeared like. He'll stay out on the ice here with 3:25 to go in the second. As here comes Herrera, a 1-on-2 up to the far side. Herrera still with it. Had it in his feet behind him, trying to went to like he was trying to get a shot off through his legs. Not able to get that off as it's down low for Pilhorn. Turned over, trying to work it out. As he hits his defensive line was Vu. Herrera trips up his man. Appears to be doing okay. It's like I was saying, back in the regular half goings of the first period, looked to be getting a little chippy. Looks like we'll be doing the same here in the second. Gonna be going back to the right here for the Stranglers. Fires a shot on, save, rebound, back in and pass, trying to get one open into the slot. Had Copa sitting on the back door, but never could get it to him. 2:30 to go in the period. Herrera will make his way over to the bench, as it's going to be Shogun taking over at center. Puck's dropped, able to get this back out of Stranglers to the point. Apt. I'm going to just chip this one back to the far side circle. Trying to get a pass down low, went wide. Hosef are able to keep this in. Played up by Church back behind the net. Church trying to spin it around as it's going to come down low for Hutchins. Trying to work it forward for Riccardi. Got it to him. Looking to play it off the near side half boards. Is this going to go up and out of play? Believe it went off the ref. Between that or Pringer. With 90 seconds to go here in the period. Puck's dropped, able to win this back. Shogun just out of reach of Church with 80 seconds to go now in the frame. Down low. Now we got a turnover from 6 of Gerbrant. Apologies, that's 8 of Moxley. Down low, Shogun trying to get a center feed. Sent off from the side by Moxley as it's down low in the corner. Shogun trying to drop it back, still with it. Backhands it down to the near side corner. Hap trying to clear it out. Kept in Hutchins. Under a minute to go now in the second. Deeks, Hutchins with it. Fires a shot on. Goes off the side of the net as Hutchins falls down to the ice. Trying to get a centering feed. They have numbers if they hurry. Up top trying to get around Riccardi. Chips it forward but could not hold on to it. As here comes the Elephants with 35 seconds to go. Chips it forward but out of the reach of Shogun. That can be an icing goal here as Apps going to ring it around the back of the net. Got to stick to it through center. Riccardi trying to work it back out. And the feet of Church. Now Moxley won't be able to hold on to possession as the Elephants overskate it. Nearly a breakaway opportunity for the Stranglers with 10 seconds to go. And on sides, now they're good with 7 seconds to go. Played down low, kept in Moxley with 3 seconds to go. Needed to get a shot off, but could not. That would hit for the end of the second period. 2-0's your score after 2 goals come in here for the Stranglers. Gonna take a quick 1-minute break and we'll be back to start the third period. Oh, I know what I did. I meant to change this. That should be better. Welcome back here to the third period. Apologies about the delay as we were getting started here for the third period. Still 2-0 their score in favor of the Stranglers. Nearly a chance there from Jumpa, as it's going to come down low for the Elephants. Horn with it. To the blue line. Horn still with it. Trying to get a centering feed. Comes up nearly for Jones as it's up for Jumpa. Jumping down a foot race with Hawk. Jumpa fires one, sent wide. Aimed right at the head of Mike McCumber standing down in the corner. And tripped up down low. Appears to be Vu. Gets up under his own power as a pass goes up off the upper body of Mulhorn. Tried to get a centering feed. Went off the body of a Strangler believed to be Copas. Here comes another chance. 2-on-1 for Jumpa. Centers. Goes off a body out in front and covered up from Charles Hawk. Is that much better? It goes right out in front. Hutchins trying to clear it out. Going to leave it for Shogun. Shogun trying to dance to a two. Here comes Shogun and all alone. Shot, save, rebound. Cleared out. Captain up top. Riccardi with it. Has some space. Fires one on. Save, rebound. Trying to just jam it home as it's up to the far side corner. Delayed call up coming. That's going to go on the Stranglers. Centers. That's going to come down low. Instead of just holding on to it, it's going to be picked up from Apt. And there comes the call. $16.49 when the call is going to come. It's going to go against the Strangler. Another one against Hocevar. Oh, Jesus. Apologies about the spelling there. You know what? Sorry, Hocevar. I'm leaving it. 16:49 to go in the third period. Comes down low. Strangler is able to clear it down, linked to the ice. 16:40 to go here in the third period in a 2-0 Stranglers lead. The Elephants need a goal here if they want to find a way to claw their way back into this one. 0 for 2 on the man advantage. This is the third penalty on the night against the Stranglers. 1 from Jones and 2 from Hocevar. Really a short-handed chance there. Shogun's going to work it up to the far side, to the blue line. Shogun wanting it. Shot! Save made by Rowe. First shot on him in a handful of minutes is going to send out Josh Herrera. 7 points on the season, 4 goals, 3 assists. Once again, apologies there about the color earlier on the night. Herrera not able in the drop back as it's going to be left for a Strangler. Up to the far side, but couldn't clear it out. Riccardi keeps it in, trying to just chip it forward. Has Church down low. Instead, it trying to go after the shot. 40 seconds to go on the penalty. Going to be a foot race down on the near side. 16 of Nilsson. The first one to it. Just clearing time has Church battling hard along with 2 other white sweaters. This is going to be cleared up into no man's land. Hutchins with it. Overskated it. Here's a chance up top for Predinger to the blue line. Gets hauled down, no call. Has it loose up in the feet of Church. Herrera with it. Church spinning around. Deep in his own defensive zone on the man advantage. Here we got a turnover from Predinger once again. Backhanded feed down low, just out of the reach of Horn. As this is going to be rung around the near side half boards. Picked up from the Elephants. Shipped up to the far side for Church. Church trying to leave it over for Herrera, but couldn't hold on to it as here comes Moxley. Has one goal on the night. Moxley fires it on, tipped out in front from Jumpa. Couldn't get it home. Herrera in a foot race now against Graham, I believe it was. Couldn't hold on to it. Horn trying to work it forward. Loose at the blue line. Vu with it. Vu to the blue line. Just in on sides. Here comes Vu. And an all-alone shot. Save! Rebound to the far side corner. Vu looking to get his first goal of the season. Has a chance. Net comes off. And it's covered up. 13:50 to go in the third. Puck's dropped, loose in the slot, trying to fire on home was Vu. Has it on his back in a shot. See, out in front, got a piece of that. That's going to be cleared back out. A large penalty kill, if you will, here for the Stranglers. Hop through center ice. What? I know. That's 13. Oh, I was trying to think of it was like a 13-minute penalty kill. They're up to the far side. Still with it are the Stranglers. Right in front of the net, Jumpa. Trying to get a tip as it's kept in from Apt. Trying to work it forward. Work back out the other end. Nearly a breakaway opportunity from Vu. Trying to retouch back in on sides. Hawk trying to work it out. Hawk up to the far side. Turned over. Here comes Jones. Jones to the pool line. Working it up top from the right circle. Fires on. Goes off the shin pad of Hawk. Puck still loose. Tripped up. No call. As here comes Herrera. Through the feet of Apt, nearly a chance for Hale as it's going to come down low to the corner. Up top, got to stick to it. Trying to work it up to the far side for Jumpa. Here comes Jumpa against Mulhorn. Jumpa able to come away with it through the slot. Shot cuts in wide. Jones behind the back of the net. Got to be turned over from Pringer. Apologies, Shogun. Trying to clear it out. It's going to be picked up from Hale. Centers up to the far side, but couldn't hold on to it. As here comes Hosevar trying to clear it out. Up to the far side. Puck battling now between Hale and Riccardi. Apologies as I stand corrected. Hutchins trying to work it forward. Going to be stuck up in a skate. Trying to clear it out. Hawk, he can do so. Shokin down low for Hutchins to the blue line. Hutchins in one-on-one fires the shot on. Goes off the shin pad of Apt. Rebound goes off the upper chest of Rowe, but can't clear it out. Bullock trying to clear it out now, as he's able to come away with it with 11:20 to go in the period. Turned over, Hosevar with it. Hosevar up to the far side, to the blue line. Has it up high, space, save, rebound. That's going to be covered up. Diving on top of it keeps this one a 2-0 game. As shots on goal are exactly double now, 44-22. Does my laptop screen look like brighter? Okay. I changed my settings. Down to the far side. Elephants are able to come away with it with 10:40 to go. Church up to the far side, trying to get it over to Hutchins. This is going to be loose up in the feet of one. Wanting it, but can't get it. That's going to go down to the ice for an icing. Game number 2 is going to be a battle of the Sedicassis. The ones with the most penalty minutes in the league. It's going to be the Mr. Vince Sedicassi going up against Charlie Leisure in the battle of the Cavemen and the Mafia. Sedicassi still looking to get his first penalty of the season. As for Charlie Leisure, he's trying to draw that penalty out of him. Puck comes down low. White Elephants with it. 9:40 to go in the third. Up to the far side. Bullock now got a turnover and does. Able to get around Vu to the blue line. Now trying to get around Riccardi. Speeds around him. Down low to the goal line. Centers has a chance. Back in. Shot goes wide. Back over to Bullock. Trying to just fire one out in front. Back over for Copa. Fires along. Rebound goes right out in front. Back to Copa up top from the circles. Deeks around one. Through the feet. Rebound. Shot. Saved by Charles Hawk. About 3, 4, maybe even 5 shots able to get off on that one. On the scoreboard, it only shows 1. But I know that's not right. Quick shot off the draw, goes right into the breadbasket of Hawk. We'll have another offensive zone face-off here for the Stranglers. As for the scoreboard so far on the season, the Kansas City Mafia take over first place for the first time this season. Prior to this, it was all Burke Street Bullies. As for the Mafia, they have 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss for 7 points. That gives them a 1-point lead over second, that being the Burke Street Bullies, who just sits with a 3-1 record, 1 less game played than the Mafia. Behind them, Scranton Stranglers are 2-1 for 4 points, followed by the White Elephants 2-3 with 4 points, and the Cavemen 2-2 for 4 points. And last is the Trash Pandas. Through 5 games played, sits with a 1-4 record. Yeah, we can sit. So you can have the heater if you want it. Oh, I can just... A little bit. Or I'm just turning it towards you. Be careful of this, by the way. It's not in its peg. Coming down low, Herrera trying to chip it out. What? You want me to zoom out? I can. Up to the far side. Here comes Jumper. 2-on-1. Jumper with it. Trying to jump it back, but too far out of the reach. 7 minutes to go in the period. Apt with it. Up to the far side. Back over for Jumper. Stick to side from Herrera. Has a man down low. Trying to get it over for Hutchins. Trying to chip it forward to himself, but can't get it around. Apt. Comes back down low for Horn. Horn turned over to the fellow 17 as here comes Jump Up. Jump up to the far side, but once again cannot get around Herrera. Herrera chipping up to the far side for Hutchins. Hutchins trying to drop it back for Herrera, but couldn't hold on to it. Here comes Jump Up, and all alone, backhand shot, save made by Hawk. Stones him once again. Six minutes to go in the period. Hutchins to the blue line. Comes down low, couldn't get a shot off. Needing 2 in the next 6 minutes. Down low to the corner. Apt looking to clear it out. Can't. Kept in. Shogun. Trying to get just a bouncing puck in on net, but couldn't get it past Hosevar. To the far side. Tripped up nearly. Was the White Offense. Throws his man down to the ice, and there is going to be a delayed call here. Once again, another call on the Stranglers against Eric Church. Another power play opportunity here for the Elephants. As this goes up against number 6 of Gerbrandt. Puck stops at 5:33. And it looks like we got ourselves a timeout as well. So it's going to be 5-on-4 here for the next 5:33. Right. Welcome back here for the last 5:33 and a power play for the White Elephants.
Yeah, I can't see the screen.
Oh, sorry.
That was so small.
Turned over. Here's a shorthanded chance. Shot, save, rebound, backhanded shot. Rebound, scores! Shorthanded goal for the Stranglers. Second shorthanded goal of the night. This is going to be credited to Robert Graham. Gets his first goal of the season. Had 2 or 3 shots there short-handed. As there's still plenty of time here for the White Elephants to get one back. It's 3-0 in favor of the Stranglers. Puck's cleared in down low, going to be picked up and cleared off the body of Riccardi in center ice. Over for Herrera. Herrera working it up top. Trying to get it. He's number 3 up there in the corner. Not tripped him. Yep. Kept in down low, skating in Riccardi. Drops it down low for Shokin. Up to the far side, fires one in. Caught a piece of it was Rowe. What a great save there as it's going to come out for Bullock. Bullock on a 1-on-2, short-handed. Able to get around one. Bullock still now having to get around Riccardi. Has him on his backhand, still with it. Spinning around, trying to fire a slap shot in. As he's just going to dump it in deep and go out for a line change. Mulhorn with it with 10 seconds to go on the penalty. Back down low, Mulhorn getting it from Shogun. Centers goes right out in front. Just shy of the near side post. As this is going to be a foot race now, 5-on-5. Here he comes in all alone, back in a shot, save, rebound. Waiting for reinforcements. He's going to take it back behind the net, behind the back of the net, still with it. Trying to get it down low through the feet of one and cleared down the ice, but will not be far enough for icing. Change coming up here for the Elephants. Hudson makes his way on. Shogun with it. Trying to get a centering feed over for Herrera, but couldn't find its feed. This is going to be picked up now from the Strangler. Shot, scores, had an empty net, able to fire it in, gets his 3rd goal of the season. There's Eric Nilsson. And the doors have been blown wide open here. Makes it 4-0 with 2:40 to go in the 3rd. And that will just about do it here for game number 1. But don't you worry, there's going to be game number 2 here in just a handful of minutes. The Campbell City Mafia will be taking on the Cavemen, as it's going to be the battle of Setakasi and Charlie Leisure. Herrera to the pool line. Trying to dance around Abt. Ends up throwing a glove on Abt, as it's going to come down low to the near side corner, but can't hold on to it. Over for Hosevar. That's going to be offside from Jones. That's going to kill a lot of precious time here with under 2 to go in the 3rd period. Puck's dropped up to the far side. Scranton still with it. Being bothered by Eric Church. Down low, Jumpa. Trying to get a backhanded feed over as the puck's still loose up in the feet of Church. Being pressured to the far side. Nearly had a chance there from Jumpa. Once again, as Hawk is able to brick wall him here. Another shot from Jumpa is going to be covered up. With 68 seconds to go. Shots dropped, Jumpa not able to get it back. Herrera trying to work it forward to at least negate the shutout now with 50 seconds to go. As it's going to be worked down low now for Jumpa. Jumpa to the pool line. Could be one of his last opportunities as it's going to be picked up from Church. Turned over, Jumpa down the corner, 33 seconds to go. Deeks are in one, Jumpa with it, holds to the far side, shot. Throws it top side, fires this one home and makes it a 5-0 game with 20 seconds to go in the period. That's a goal that the Elephants are going to want back. A little bit too late here, though, regardless, as it was going to be a victory for the Scranton Stranglers, regardless, getting their 3rd win of the season, giving them now 6 points and a tie for 2nd, as the White Elephants will fall to 2-4, keeping them with 4 points on the season and a tie with the Cavemen, who have a chance to raise the ranks in game number 2. It's going to be the Mafia and Cavemen coming up right after this. Once again, final score 5-0 in the favor of the Scranton Stranglers. A shutout for Nick Rowe.